Hey guys, Jeremy Baalke here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the Svartzonker McTail V2. Up here on Lake of the Woods, and got a fish here that just came out on a bucktail, and this has been a super effective tool for coming back on fish and actually getting a response and having a really good opportunity to catch a fish that maybe doesn't want to go on another bait. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about this bait and what makes it so good and how to fish it. This McTail V2 is a jerk bait, but it's different than a lot of other jerk baits because the action is really erratic, and I think that's what sets it apart. A guy once told me that the best jerk baits are the ones that are on the edge of fouling the whole time you fish them, and this bait has that. And there's a certain way you need to work it to get that action. So I'm gonna show that to you, and you'll be able to see kind of how to work the bait and what I think really separates it from a lot of other jerk baits that are out there. So this bait does not have a standard cadence. It's going to be up, down, over, side to side, and you need to fish it with short, aggressive twitches, and then a pause. And the pause is really key because the pause is when the fish are going to grab. So I'll throw it out there and see if we can get a response from this fish that we've got on the corner of this rock, and you'll at least get to see the action and what I'm talking about. So let's see if we can get it done. So let it sink about a foot, and then it's going to be twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause. And you can vary the cadence. Another thing about this bait, especially when you're fishing it on comeback fish, is the take's going to usually be really subtle. So the fish will swim up behind the bait, and a lot of times they'll just be mouthing at the bait. And when you pause it, they'll grab it really subtly. They'll almost nip it. So you really have to be paying attention, because a lot of times it's not going to be a slam, it's just going to be a really subtle take. When you're first starting out with this bait too, if you're fishing it with too much of a pull, the bait's going to kind of porpoise out of the water. So if that's happening, you need to be a little bit more aggressive with your twitch. And if you're too aggressive, the bait will foul. So you want to kind of find that happy medium. I guess, another thing I would say about this bait that really makes it versatile and I think sets it apart from some other baits is I like to fish a fluorocarbon leader. And a lot of times when I'm going on a fish, going back on a fish, I don't take the time to change. And this bait works, you just saw it in the water, still works really effectively even with a fluorocarbon leader. Where some other jerk baits, you need to have a solid leader to get that same kind of action. So that's another attribute of the McTail V2 that I like. So.